When people think of strokes, most picture someone much older than 40, but strokes can happen to anyone at any age. Crimson Jeffers introduces us to a woman who survived a stroke at 18 years old and has some signs you should look out for.
So we often say that for a stroke, we look for what we call FAST, F-A-S-T.
FAST stands for facial drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty, and time sensitivity. A stroke can happen to anyone, and the recovery would look different for each survivor.
It was weird, I got kind of dizzy, and then I couldn't talk, I couldn't feel my arms, couldn't feel my legs. It was just really weird. I've never had anything like that before, so I didn't expect a stroke, but I just knew something was wrong.
Morgan had her stroke on January 31st at the age of 18. Within 6 hours of being taken to the emergency room, she regained feeling in her arms and legs. She returned to school 2 weeks later and is still working through speech therapy. Some are not as quick to bounce back from a stroke. Amber Trahan had her stroke on March 6th at the age of 31. Her journey to recovery has been much harder.
It's difficult. We have 3 small kids. We had to hire a nurse to be with me for 50 hours a week while my husband's at work. I can't get around by myself. I can't drive. I can't work anymore.
Amber called the whole experience an emotional roller coaster and is continuing in her recovery journey. Crystal Mayo had her stroke 5 years ago at 38 years old. Recovery has taken time for Crystal as well.
I was partially blind. I could not read well. I had reading comprehension issues. My memory struggled. I had a lot of short-term memory loss. I couldn't drive for 2 years. I had multitasking deficiency, and I had 3 small kids at the time, so that's really hard when you have struggles multitasking and you can't perform up to that standard.
Crystal is 5 years out from her stroke and doesn't have any lingering symptoms.
Now, both Lake Charles Memorial and Christus Auctioneer St. Patrick are designated as primary stroke centers here in Lake Charles. And as far as prevention, experts say reducing your risk factors will help, like lowering your blood pressure if it's high, quitting tobacco, and treating problems like irregular heartbeats and diabetes.